Hello, darlings, and welcome to CareOffBook. I'm Care Darling, and today, I actually had a plan for today's video. It was going to be a reaction video with Nicole Scherzinger doing Take Me or Leave Me. That was something that was requested, and I was excited to do it. But after some of these news that happened, I'm wondering, are we still interested in these videos? Recently, Nicole Scherzinger responded to a photo posted by Russell Brand on Instagram showing him celebrating Trump's win with a red cap that read, "Make Jesus First Again." Nicole, the Olivier Award-winning and Tony-nominated star of Sunset Boulevard on Broadway, commented, "Where can I get this hat?" The comment is now deleted, but it sparked speculation that Nicole might be a Trumper, given the hat's resemblance to Trump's MAGA slogan.
Does anyone still wear a hat?
So now she's facing backlash, particularly since Brand himself was recently profiled in a Channel 4 documentary where 4 women accused of him of SA and emotional abuse.
Sexual assaults happened between 2006 and 2013 at the height of Brand's career, but years later, everything changed when 4 women came forward last year accusing the 49-year-old actor of assault and emotional abuse. And the allegations are nothing short of horrifying. One woman claimed Brand assaulted her when she was just 16 years old. Going by the name Alice, she described a short-lived relationship with the then 30-year-old Brand that lasted for about 3 months.
This song is called A World on Fire.
As you may know, especially if you've been following my channel, is that Nicole's popularity has been growing. And not only that, because of her role in Sunset Boulevard, I also believe that people were starting to take her more seriously as an actress. I mean, for her, it sounded like there's a Tony on the way. And just like that, she's risking her career's biggest moment to comment on Russell Brand's post. Now, you might be thinking, okay, hold on, this doesn't prove that she's a Trumper. She might just be really religious. Now supports half surfaced online showing Scherzinger's apparent support for other controversial figures, including a like on Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s post. In the post, Kennedy mentions Brand and Tucker Carlson promising to restore free speech and protect children's health if Trump returns to the White House. Nicole took to Instagram stories to issue an apology on Friday. She wrote, "I deeply apologize for the hurt I caused by my recent engagement with some social media posts. When I commented on these posts, I made the mistake of not realizing that they could be easily interpreted as being politically related, and I apologize to anyone who understandably reached that conclusion. Many presumptions are being drawn which do not reflect who I am, what I stand for, or who I voted for. Many of the marginalized communities feeling hurt and concerned by the results of the presidential election are people I care about most. I stand with them as I always have throughout my life and career. If you know me, you know that." And the thing is, speaking as a fan, no, we don't know you. We know how you entertain us. We know how you make us feel. It's interesting to me where if there is someone that is a public figure, a celebrity, a star, they say, well, people don't really know us. They don't really know who we are. But then to see it sort of flipped where it's like, you should know who I am. And it's like, no, we actually don't. She continued, "Like so many others in times of adversity and uncertainty, I turned to my faith. I believed that the posts I engaged with were about encouraging people to choose love and faith, putting Jesus first. For me, Christ embodies peace, compassion, hope, and, above all, unconditional love, especially for those who may feel it the least right now. I come from a place of love, and I will always support values that bring us closer together. It's so important that we come together with compassion and love one another more now than ever." Like I was saying before the backlash, Nicole was getting raving reviews about her role in Sunset Boulevard, with strong awards buzz building around her performance. And now fans are switching tickets to see Mandy Gonzalez, who performs when Nicole can't or has a day off, which I'm actually in full support of, because at least people are still seeing the show, because there's so many other people in that show that I love. I love Tom Francis so much.
Sunset Boulevard, Jack once you won, you have to go on winning.
So I want people to go and definitely see him. And also, if you want to go see Nicole, like, I'm not against that either. Go see Nicole. I don't want there to be such a backlash where we end up not going to theaters. Like, I want to encourage people to see theater shows. I hope that made sense. Listen, I'm already sharing some of my personal thoughts. The election didn't go the way that I wanted it to go, and I am processing in my own time on those things. And I think that's totally fair. And I also don't think that Nicole should not win a Tony because she is a Trump supporter. The only reason I think she did support Trump is because her apology focused entirely on her comment and didn't actually deny supporting him. She could have easily clarified her stance, but she chose not to. At the end of the day, I guess it's none of her business. I mean, she's entitled to her beliefs, but if you're going to engage in posts like that, you've got to expect a reaction, especially with the kind of platform she has. And I would rather know, because I know people feel a certain type of way where it's like we don't want public figures to share their stance on things. But for me, I'm like, I want to know, because it at least allows me to possibly have a conversation about it, or I can see where some people and I may not align, and then I don't have to stay. And I think that's perfectly fine, because there might be others. Technically, I'm a public figure, and I don't even have 2,000 followers, but people might feel that type of feeling towards me, like, we don't want to know your stance, or now that you do, you may want to leave. And I think that's perfectly fine, and that's okay. I mean, it's clear this country feels a certain way. Like, I was shocked to learn how many people didn't want to vote and yet lie about it to avoid backlash within their own communities. I feel like that's what's going on with Nicole, trying to keep everyone happy but not fully committing to one side. In a way, it's hard to trust anyone when so many people seem to play both sides. Like I said, I'm still processing and figuring out how I want to move forward with all of this. In the words of Dot from Sunday in the Park with George,
I chose and my world was shaken, so what? The choice may have been mistaken, the choosing was not. You have to move on.
I'm choosing to let go of my fears, to lead with empathy, and to stay honest while setting boundaries and standards where they're needed. This channel is meant to be a safe place where we can have tough discussions, not to weigh us down, but to allow us to grow, learn, and move forward together. Also, this channel is meant to be a lot of fun. So listen, if you like talking about musicals, Disney, and other performances, don't forget to like and subscribe and everything like that. So I want to have fun on this channel, and I want to be a light for others in that way. And I think I'm going to do that. So I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Be respectful, be kind to others, because listen, I have the right to use the block button if I need to. And I'm not afraid with people with different views or anything like that, but be kind, be mindful, be demure. And without further ado, take care, darling.